Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to your February 2024 horoscope. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. And thank you for joining me today. So, here today, I'm going to explore the energies of the upcoming month. And I'll tell you how they will influence your zodiac sign, more specifically, your rising sign on a deeper level. So, here, this horoscope is most accurate for your rising sign. However, you can also watch it for your moon sign or your sun sign if you wish, just to get a wider or a bigger picture or a wider perspective upon the upcoming weeks. All right, so I follow Western astrology and tropical zodiac, so welcome. And overall, here, February, there is a strong focus upon your second house. That's where the Aquarius energy is present. There's a lot happening in the area of Aquarius. So there's a massive emphasis upon your finances, upon your income, capabilities, financial stability, security is really highlighted, as well as your self-worth, self-esteem. So generally, with such strong focus upon this area of life, you may be experiencing some significant developments or changes here. Whether this is through your own efforts or external influences, you will see how this will play out in your life. But overall, here, this is a time when you might have this really strong urge to establish a greater financial security and stability, whether through your earnings, whether through your income capabilities, savings, or investments. This will depend on your circumstances, of course, but this can be a time of increased focus on your material possessions and their role in your life. So at the same time, you could be getting rid of lots of things, and perhaps your approach generally to the material objects could also undergo this major shift, as you might be also redefining your personal values as well. So generally, here with this such strong focus upon this area of life, it's also essential to practice gratitude. And perhaps you might feel more generous than usual throughout the month. But anyway, let's see what's going on here more specifically, because we've got Mercury, Mars, and Venus coming into Aquarius this month, and they will each individually conjunct Pluto. Pluto came into this area on the 20th of January. So here, the 20 years of this massive transformation in this area of your life, this is just the beginning. So here on the 5th of February, Mercury will move into your second house of Aquarius. And it will immediately align with Pluto. So here, Mercury is connected to communication, rational thinking, transportation, but also here anything to do with perhaps the practical side of life. You might find yourself thinking a lot about your finances, your income, and you might also have kind of lots of conversations about this sort of topics, the economy, finance, and this sort of thing. So generally with Mercury and Pluto conjunction, this could indicate a time of some really strong and intense mental focus, mental transformation when it comes to your finances, your financial situation, personal values as well. You might be experiencing a deep level of introspection as well, analysis, as you generally will be analyzing this area of your life. Your resources, self-worth is also highlighted. You might have this inner urge or strong urge to also communicate your ideas, your opinions with others, and generally to use your voice to affect change in your financial area of life, financial material circumstances. So perhaps you will be having these major conversations, meetings, discussions with your superiors regarding any potential increase in your salary, in your income. This could be also the case here. So a really powerful here energy of potential for a growth, for personal development. Is essential to be mindful of any tendencies towards obsessive compulsive thinking, regarding perhaps an object, a desire. So also be mindful here with any urges and risks that you might want to take when it comes to money. Now on the 9th, we've got a new moon in Aquarius happening at 20 degrees. So here, new moon is about something fresh and new. And this could be connected to a new object. Perhaps you'll be making a purchase. Perhaps you'll be making an important financial transaction, or you'll be dealing with a major financial decision. Perhaps this is about some changes concerning your financial situation. Whatever the scenario here, we've got a square to Uranus in Taurus. And this is in your 5th house. And this is the area of self-employment, creativity, romance, children. Perhaps there could be some shake-up, unexpected changes here in the area of that 5th house. Perhaps you'll be dealing with some expenses connected to your children, childcare, holiday, rentals, clubs, this sort of things. But at the same time, you might be feeling this sense of restlessness as well, or a little bit of that erratic, rebellious energy when it comes to your values, when it comes to your priorities, and you might be seeking greater freedom and independence in your financial situation. So if you've been codependent, or perhaps if you've been finding it difficult to be self-sufficient, here during this month, you might have this inner urge to take charge of this area of your life and implement the necessary changes to feel free in at least a little bit, or at least partially, if possible. So generally here with this new one also, it's some innovative ideas that you might be implementing here into this area of your life, experimentation, as you explore new ways to earn more money, or perhaps to save more. And perhaps this is also about using some of your skills and talents that you haven't perhaps used to your benefit when it comes to your income capabilities as well. So here again, a great opportunity for making good progress in this here sphere of life, as long as you take perhaps the necessary steps forward. Or perhaps it's also essential to be adaptable, flexible, because things might change. Your plans might not go the way you have planned or hoped. So you might have to implement a little bit of that flexible approach here into your financial area of your life at this point. Now, on the 13th, 14th, Mars will move into Aquarius, and it will stay here until the second part of March. So here with Mars in the second house, there's usually expenses, and it's kind of difficult to control these urges when it comes to perhaps spending money or shopping. And it's also a time when you might be taking risks, or you might fearless when it comes to risk taking. So it's something to generally be aware of and mindful of. But at the same time, when Mars aligns with Pluto, that 13th, 14th, 15th of February, this is a time of some intense focus, energy, transformation when it comes to your financial situation, personal values as well. So you might be feeling this really strong sense of drive and ambition. And as you seek to assert your power, your influence in your material affairs. So here, this is about perhaps examining this area of your life. See where you can implement the necessary changes that perhaps are well needed in order for you to reach that fulfillment in some way, financial fulfillment as well. So you might have to confront some fears as well, or some insecurities at this time that are holding you back from achieving your purpose, achieving that fulfillment in this area of your life, so that you can approach your the material world, or perhaps the finances, in a more confident way as well. Now on the 16th, we've got Venus moving into Aquarius. And of course, as Venus enters Aquarius in this area of your life, it will conjunct with Pluto. So here again, intense emotions, financial transformation of some sort. Venus brings harmony and balance, but at the same time, Venus in the second house, with Venus in the second house, we have expensive taste, so we crave expensive objects. So here it's essential to be also mindful of your spendings, because it's generally essential to make sure that you can afford whatever that you get, so that you don't get yourself in any debts or financial troubles, difficulties. But at the same time, I think with Venus here, with Venus being having this traditional connection to the second house, and Taurus, I think this is also when you will be redefining your values, when there could be a shift of energy moving forward, connected to personal self-worth and self-esteem. Perhaps you are kind of trying to learn more about yourself around at this time as well, at this point in your life, in order to feel more confident within yourself. This is also connected to generally that powerful ability to move away from any insecurities, anything that generally makes you disbelief in yourself, disbelief in your ability to be financially successful in your career. So here, I think this is a really powerful month when you can transform your approach and your attitude and your relationship with finances. Here, we will have to implement a little bit of energy and work, of course, but I think there is a massive potential, and you might have this really strong urge to express your creativity, your individuality as well. Perhaps break away from any limiting beliefs, limiting patterns that are keeping you stuck in the root, that are making it difficult to move forward, to make progress. Because let's not forget, we've got this major eclipse coming up in April in your area of career. So this month is an amazing month for really taking a close look at your income situation, your finances, see whether something brings this satisfaction, see what holds you back. How can you fix that? How can you break away from this cycle? All right, in order to experience that financial abundance moving forward. Right, so on the 19th, we've got the North Node and Chiron conjunction at 16 degrees. The North Node is about the future, the unexplored, the unknown, is where we are supposed to be heading, while Chiron is the asteroid connected to wounds, connected to trauma, but also connected to healing energies. So with the North Node and Chiron conjunction at 16 degrees of Aries in your fourth house, that's where Aries is present. So with the fourth house being highlighted here, that's your home life, that's your family foundation, your ancestors, your heritage. This is a time when you might have to confront some issues related to your family home, that sense of emotional safety and security. And you might have to work through any wounds or traumas that were never healed and that are preventing you from feeling fully grounded, fully centered, fully present in your life. And this can be a pretty difficult time for some people, but it can also be a really transformative and empowering time as you break away from this negative cycle, as you move away and heal these wounds and let go of patterns of dependency, codependency, in order to be your authentic self. Now, at the same time, this is a time of some important breakthroughs, potentially, and realizations as you come to deeper understanding of your own needs, of your own emotional desires. So it's really essential to be grounded, to stay grounded during this time, to be present and centered. Because ultimately, this time can lead to a greater sense of self-awareness as you learn to embrace your own unique path and purpose in your life. Now, on the 22nd, we've got Venus and Mars conjunction in Aquarius at 7 degrees. So here again, whatever lessons that you would have learned in those initial weeks of February with Mars and Mercury and Venus conjunction here, during Venus and Mars conjunction on the 22nd at 7 degrees, this is when you might have you might experience this intense energy and passion when it comes to your financial situation, personal values. This could be about self-care, self-love, pampering yourself, getting yourself something of value, something meaningful. Perhaps you'll be receiving a gift, good feedback. Perhaps you'll be appreciated for your skills, for your talents. Perhaps you'll be experiencing a sense of some kind of success, financial success as well. So it's a really, it's a positive transit overall here that gives your finances a boost. Now we end the month with a full moon in Virgo on the 24th at 5 degrees. So here this cycle started in August 2022. And here with this full moon, whatever that you initiated during that August 22 new moon, now those energies of people will be also present in this at this time. So overall here, Virgo, this is your 9th house. And this could mean that you will be traveling, you could be abroad, you could be launching perhaps a book, publishing, or a business. Perhaps this is also about a court case. And this could be a peak. Generally, a full moon is about a peak of a situation that has been building up towards the full moon. This could be also about the completion of a course of studies, for example. Now, whatever the scenario, we've got an opposition to Saturn at this time, Saturn in Pisces, along with Mercury as well and the Sun. But here with Saturn, this generally here, this full moon is a time of heightened awareness and clarity as well when it comes to your belief system, your life philosophy, your life principles, self-expression, communication. And with the opposition to Saturn, you might be experiencing a need for order, practicality, and you might be feeling this really strong urge to analyze or to inspect, investigate your ideas, your opinions. However, with Saturn here, with the opposition to Saturn, you might experience a sense of restriction or limitation in your ability to communicate effectively, freely, or perhaps to express yourself fully. So you might be feeling this sense of responsibility or duty when it comes to the choice of words, ideas even that you share, and you might need to be more disciplined at this time as well. Overall, yes, this is a time of growth and personal development, because whenever there are oppositions and squares, these are challenging, intense energies. But if we overcome them, then there is growth and further personal development that is in place. All right, but we will explore this further closer to the day. Thank you very much, and have a great month. And until the next time, bye for now.